What's up, YouTube? Just off work. This is the third time I've tried this. My suction cup mount ain't working and it sucks. I don't know, just decided that there was something that I've been thinking about a lot here lately, and I thought I would just share it with the world and put it out there. Talking about engine builders. I've not dealt with a lot of engine builders, honestly. Had a 331 built a few years ago for a Fox body coupe. Other than that, I've really not dealt a whole lot with having actual engines built. I've dealt with some local people, and you know, I've seen other people's dealings with engine builders and what they go through and different things like that. And if you've watched any of the videos that I've put out recently, you know that I took my block and stuff down to TKM Performance in Denton, North Carolina. Prayers go out to Kevin Mullins and his family, by the way. Kevin is the main owner. He is the KM in TKM, and he had some heart stuff and has been going through some surgeries and stuff. So my prayers go out to him and his family. I hope he gets back. He is who I originally messaged and talked to when it came to my engine. And I guess what I need to get to the point of this video is go with an engine builder, or use an engine builder who does what you're doing, who is going to be and this seems like a stupid thing to say, but who knows what they're doing. And when I mean that, you know, my 331 that I had built, excellent engine, performed flawlessly. You know, it built to my specs. Engine builder is more of a dirt track type of guy. He's a Ford guy, but he builds motors. He has no idea when it comes to boost, and little about nitrous. Now, he did an absolutely amazing job on machine work, on time, and everything of that nature. But I will say, now that I have dealt with mainly Eric and Kevin at TKM, which, by the way, sorry about the lighting. Didn't realize that at 5 o'clock now it's going to be this dark. But after dealing with them, the assurance now, you know, and I'm saying this before I've had the motor built. I just know, after watching Ziff Hudson make 3,900 horsepower out of his engine, and I know that there's some amazing parts that are being used there, but there's some machine work done, there's assembly, there's things that the reason that it is because of TKM. But anyway, I feel so sure with speaking with them, because they've done the same thing. They do turbo setups, they tune the vehicles there, they do the radial racing, they do the drag racing. The guy that I had before, not a drag racer, don't even know if he races himself. He built all kinds of engines for people when it comes to, like, dump trucks, things of that nature, and really good machinists and things things like that. But when it comes to the drag racing side of things, I'm going to be drag racing my vehicle, I'm going to be street racing my vehicle, I'm going to be taking my vehicle, I'm going to be boosting the car, it's going to be a turbo setup. So when I drop off an engine, and, you know, which I don't know if Eric watches these videos, but, you know, Eric's given me a lot of confidence when it came to these things. He's just like, man, 357 or whatever Windsor with a Borg 480 is gonna roll. That's gonna be, you know, hearing somebody who's getting ready to tear down your engine and do all of your stuff for it, hearing them say things like that just puts my mind to ease. If you've got a car, if you got a Honda Civic, and you're gonna get it built by a guy who does nothing but small block Chevy, doubt you're gonna be very, very confident in what's going on there. And that's just natural. I just know, for me, you know, if you're a Honda guy, go to a Honda guy. You know, Kevin and them do a ton of Coyotes. You know, when the time comes when Whitey decides to get an engine, get a short block or whatever the case may be, I'll be going to Kevin, because of just the quality of things that have came out of that shop, and he knows when it comes to drag racing and the things that need to be done a certain way. I wouldn't say that they are Coyote people. I'd say they build Chevy, Ford, everything, Hemis, Dodge, everything. So they're not a specific. I mean, they do a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty sure of Honda stuff actually, but they know when it comes to pushing things to the limits. You're not taking your small block 350 to go and get overhauled there so you can stick it in your truck. Now, I'm not saying that they don't do that. I'm sure they would, but you're talking about Ziff Hudson made 3,920 horsepower. I think it was like 3,790 or something corrected, or some craziness like that, to the rear tires. You know, that's the type of stuff that they do. And so when my little old 351 Windsor that's going in a 4-door Zephyr is getting built, and I hear them being like, yeah, you know, this here will make exactly what you want and do what you want and boost and all that. It's so nice to have that confidence in a critical part of the process. And this may sound absolutely ridiculous to some people, but I know that there are people all over the country who don't have the ability to take an engine to a guy that they're confident in. You know, the great thing is TKM, you can ship your stuff there and talk to them. They do good work. It's just a fact. I cannot wait to get the engine for my car done through them, through the process. You know, Eric's been messaging me, just keeping me up to date, telling me what I need. Crank was no good, so I had to order a crank and stuff like that. And it's been just a great process already. And I haven't even gotten you know, it's not even close to being done, I don't think. I wish they got on it a lot quicker than I thought they would. Use people who know your setup, who do what you love to do. When I was there's people there talking about street racing. Not saying that it was them street racing, but there was people there talking about it, you know, and that's what we do. That's what we like to do. We like turbos. I like turbos. I like boost, you know. Seeing cars down there and seeing the way that they do things, man, it just puts my mind at ease. And as a guy, you know, I don't have a lot of money. I don't have, luckily I have spent some money before, and, you know, Christmas money and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, and was able to sell some parts to get some of the money together for this project. And they don't care. They don't care who you are, if you're going to spend $100 grand with them or $3,500 with them or whatever the case may be. That's the kind of people that you want to center yourself around and that you want to be a part of your team. When it comes to it, I absolutely love the work that they do. When you go there, I mean, they're super helpful, showing us things, just explaining things. And, you know, the cool thing with talking with the guys there is, you know, if I've got a question, you know, hey man, why is this way? Why does this work? They don't look at you like you're an idiot. They don't laugh like you should already know it. They just are like, yeah man, this is this way because of this, and they just explain it. And having people like that, customer service and stuff like that, and this is going to sound like an advertisement for TKM, and it's not. I haven't even talked to them. You know, I chose them because of the product that I've seen. And so I guess what I implore you to do is, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing with a vehicle or whatever the case may be, it's always best to get people who know what they're doing. Or, you know, a lot of people are confident enough to do things themselves after the machine work is done and putting a short block together and things of that nature. I'm not personally, and I know that my money is better spent having them do it. But when it comes to your machine work, it comes to who you're going to talk to about your engines and what you're going to do, talk to the people who know. Let them get it taken care of. Let them do it. That is why that they are known for what they do. There's a ton of great engine shops in North Carolina, and there's a lot of places that you can go to. I chose TKM just from the product and the things that they have done and seen, and I knew that they work with the Coyotes, and I know that they work with all kinds of engines, and so I just knew after seeing they do the small tire racing, which is what we are all about. And so that's just who I wanted to align myself with. And when it comes to cars, it's always best to align yourself with people who know what they're doing. And if you know, I work with UPR Products, TKM, On3 Performance, places like that I've had, you know, I talk to them all the time. I feel like they've got great products and their customer service is great. Some people may not agree, you know, you don't have to agree. Some people may have had some bad dealings with certain things, and I have not in any way. So, but I know that, you know, I'm going to be working actually with forced inductions with the turbo on Pinkman, because I believe the Borg Warners are just a little better turbo for what I'm wanting to do. So moral of the story is, real shortly, after I keep rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling, go with people that you trust, go with people who do what you do, and it'll make your whole process better. It'll make the whole build go smoother when you use somebody who does what you do. If you're a drag racer, if you go to a dirt track shop to do your cage, I'm sure they'll do a good job. I'm absolutely sure of it. But it's just not going to be the same. That's just all there is to it. And this is not thrown off on anybody like dirt track racers or anything like that. It's just simply what they like to do and the difference there. So that's about it. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. Shirts are on the website, small through extra large, or 2X. Gappening shirts, very limited quantity. Now we will be coming out with a new design here very shortly. Hoodies for the winter. Leaves are falling and changing, so it's time to get them hoodies out. New videos coming. You know, channel's growing. I'm excited. If you want anything specific, if you're wanting a specific shirt, hat, hoodie, decal, whatever the case may be, hit me up. I'll get it for you. Ain't no biggie. We can get you taken care of. That's about it. Peace out, Girl Scout.